Doppelganger. The term doppelganger has a few meanings. Most think it means just running into someone who looks like your long-lost twin, but if you look deeper into the true meaning of them, it has a more sinister and dark history than a lot care to think. The term is more than 1,000 years old, and it has been incorporated into legends, stories, artwork, plays, and movies throughout history. You might have noticed a evil twin in one and didn't realize that this is where the idea came from. Come with me as we take a closer look into the true meanings of the doppelganger. The lore of the doppelganger is prominent in many cultures and civilizations. It refers to a wraith or apparition that doesn't cast any shadows and is a replica of a living individual. When seen, they are to be considered as bad omens or even signs of impending death. If the doppelganger is seen by a relative or close friend, it was to signify that illness or danger would strike that person. If the individual sees the doppelganger of themselves, it is to signify impending death. Sometimes a doppelganger is called the evil twin. This suggests that they might attempt to give advice to the person they mirror. This advice can be misleading and often malicious in nature. They can also implant sinister ideas into their victims' minds or cause great confusion and dismay. It was this that led people to advise to avoid communicating with their doppelgangers at all cost. Some consider these encounters to be made up. There are a number of real cases that would suggest otherwise. The most famous person is Abraham Lincoln's encounter, as chronicled by Noah Brooks in his book, Washington on Lincoln's Time in 1895. According to his account, soon after Lincoln was elected in 1860, he arrived home one day and looked into the bureau mirror, where he saw himself reflected in double. Lincoln said, "Nearly at full length, but my face had two separate and distinct images." Lincoln noticed that although the images were nearly identical, one was a little paler, say 5 shades, than the other. His wife was said to be very worried and told Lincoln she believed that the paleness of half the dual image was a bad omen, which meant that Lincoln would serve his full term but wouldn't live to finish his second. It's astonishing to me that so many cultures have stories or legends of the doppelganger like entities, especially since they had no ways to communicate with each other that far of a distance apart. Even today there are reports still appearing about encounters with doppelgangers. Do you think they are real, or just a type of fruition or dream? What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this matter.